The dudes at Doods Who Cruise do not condone distracted driving.
Don't try this at home. We're professionals.
Boom.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Doods Who Cruise. My name's Joe.
I'm Lab.
And today we got Brian with us here.
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey guys.
He's one of our good friends, real good buddy that we've known since high school.
Yeah.
He is technically our second guest, because our first guest was this guy's kid, Oshra, baby Osh.
Yeah, be sure to check out that video. It was the first one that we posted. So yeah, come go patronize or whatever that word is.
go take advantage.
Go take advantage of that video
of the internet when you're bored and watch us do stupid shit.
Yes. Yes.
So last time we were a little PG with it because we had a child in the car.
That's a baby.
I mean, now we have Brian, and he's still technically a child, right, Brian?
Yeah,
but
got the
just
mentality.
like all of us, yeah, just like all of us here at Doods Who Cruise, but we just have a larger vocabulary now.
Yes.
Slightly larger.
Yeah, we've unlocked the cheat codes.
Yeah, exactly.
So Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, obviously, me and Joey already know a lot about you, but for the peeps out there who don't know as much about you, give them a little background of who you are, what you do.
Well, I'm actually not a child. I probably act like one, probably look like one, but I'm 27 years old. I live here in Los Angeles, Mexico. I play drums for the band Fearless Within with my good brothers, Jesus, Scott, and Tim. I like to work out. I like music, of course. I like to go on trips with my friends.
Yeah,
And,
that's why you're on the show.
Yep.
I like to be stupid and say dumb things. That's what I'm known for. I can't dance for shit, and yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Just so you know, just random stuff.
I disagree with
Perfect.
that last comment. I've seen you dance, and I think it's amazing.
Exactly. Yes.
But yeah, so we've all kind of grown up in the same area, in the Los Lunas, Bosque Farms area. We were all little kids getting into trouble and whatnot, growing up here together. So I've known this guy here for pretty much my entire life. I've known Brian for almost just as long, just when we were getting to some critical changing points in our lives, Puberty, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, in one word.
Balls drop.
Yes.
You're what, Brian?
Balls drop. Balls drop.
I was hoping you were going to yell it.
Oh, might get some of that during this, just so you guys know.
So I'm glad we got Brian here today. There's a few stories we want to talk about. We've gone through some crazy stuff with this guy, and as we mentioned in our first video, Brian doesn't go out often, but when he does, something always.
Yeah.
When he does, he drinks Dos Equis. Not a sponsor, but hey, we're there.
Take what we can get.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get, Dos Equis. And there's times where he goes out on his own, the lone adventurer, the lone wolf, the one-man wolf pack.
We hear about it like weeks later.
Like,
it's
wait,
amazing.
what happened?
When did this happen? That was like last month.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't tell you. That's Brian. Oh,
That's Brian. So let's kick it off with Brian's story time.
Alright, so to start off, I was hanging out with a friend I just met. I'm not gonna give any names out, but we went out to go get a drink.
Yeah, we're gonna hold privacy as best as we can.
We were having a good time, and it so happened that a bunch of their friends came along, and I met all of them. They're cool dudes, and it didn't end there. They decided they wanted to go back to their house and drink some more. So I was cool with it. I didn't drive, but I really didn't know where we were going because the whole time the music was loud and I was just being stupid in the back of the car. And I was somewhat buzzed when we were leaving there. So we got to their house and they bought a shit ton of beer.
Would you say you drank equivalent to a shit ton?
It was a shit ton.
It was a
and
shit
then
ton.
some. It was like, I don't remember exact numbers, but before we got there at the brewery, I had like 6 beers, a mixed drink, a shot. I had like 6 more beers.
Definitely a shit
I was
ton.
there hanging out, talking, having a good time. There was some good music, good people, and one guy approaches me and he seems pretty cool, you know, we're talking, just hanging out. Later on, he starts getting a little weird. And, you know, I'm not homophobic. I swear I'm not. But
Okay.
I ain't homophobic,
but shit got weird and I got uncomfortable. The guy started leaning on me and touching my face and my thigh and telling me to stay with him, tried kissing me, trying to rub my balls.
So
shit
it's
that
to rub
had,
your
like,
what?
My
Was it simultaneously, or?
like, you know, like stay with me, like
Oh
this
god.
kind of shit.
Okay.
Like,
Was he doing that to your thigh too, like
yeah,
caressing?
like he was just rubbing, rubbing my thigh like all over, you know, and I kind of pushed his hand away. I was like, dude, that's not cool, you know, like. I'm not against you and what you believe in, what you think is cool, but that's not for me, you know. Like, anyway, things just got
let
weird.
him down easy.
Yeah.
The person I went with was getting a little out of hand and it was all over friends and stuff, you know. So I just it was time. I wanted to settle down. So from there on, I just drank some water, and this guy just wouldn't leave me alone. We were done talking. I went away, and somehow he came back to where I was.
And when you say he went away, did he just like kind of?
He just kind of walked off and went outside for a bit. Came back in, and I was sitting
broken
down
heart.
again.
Broken hearted.
Yeah, pretty much. And he didn't give up. He's like Rocky.
Persistent
and
little
shit.
guy.
Squirrely.
He didn't give up, you know. But
Oh, man.
but I didn't get violent with the guy. I didn't hit him. You know, I didn't
That's
yell
good.
at him. I didn't say anything to him that would offend him. I just told him, you know, I'm not into that. Please respect that and do what you got to do. This was about 4:30 in the morning, and I was finally
man.
like sobering up.
Jesus, 4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning.
So how long would you say you were fighting this guy off?
For at least a
How long
good
would
3
you-
hours, dude.
How long would you say you were beating this guy up?
I leave the house, or I'm trying to leave the house. This guy asks me where I'm going. He latches onto me, like jumps and grabs me.
What?
And I you know, I
Like
just
a
look at him
bobcat.
like, are you alright?
Like, where has he got you? Like, how is he holding on to you? Has he got you
He
like?
pretty much like got his arm around my neck, you know, and he's like, just stay, you know, keeps touching my face and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm not, you know, I'm not into that. Please leave me alone. I want to go home. Get close to the door. He grabs onto me again, and
Oh no.
at this point,
Yikes.
he's just being really like persistent. He's trying to kiss me, like tries to turn my face towards him
Oh,
to kiss me, and I
yikes.
push him off. That's by the
Yeah.
time I said, all right, dude, that's enough. So I
Yikes.
leave, and I realize I'm in a gated community, so I'm walking towards the gate. There are no cars around. I don't know the gate code. It's either I climb over the fence, roll under the gate, or I stay there with that guy. And I was like, I can't climb for shit.
Yeah.
I know I'm half Mexican, but I can't climb. And so I just zipped up my jacket, and I looked around to see if anyone was watching. I rolled under the gate, and I fucking start running towards my car.
So,
And
can you describe the roll, Brian? Like, did you just like drop and kind of?
I pretty much, yeah, just fucking dropped down and rolled under.
And
I looked around
arms up, arms down.
Gotta look around.
Honestly, you know, I don't remember that. I don't remember how I was positioned when I was rolling under the gate.
You were just trying to get away
Yeah, I was just trying to get
from
away.
the guy trying to suck your face.
Yeah, pretty much. So here I am, just kind of walking, you know, first check to see what time it was. Like I said, it was like 4:30, and it's freezing outside.
Oh
Like,
man.
nipples hard. It was near Carlisle. I take off running towards my car, and like I'm running through the Kmart parking lot, just freezing. I'm running
Oh,
through
man.
like traffic and shit.
Yeah.
Like after that, like I'm trying to get across over the freeway.
Like a madman.
Yeah, and
In the morning.
I didn't care though. I was freezing. I wanted to get home. So, and then the next day, of course, I felt terrible, but you know, nothing bad happened that was gonna ruin my life. So it was a good time. One of those things that you know, it's funny to tell, but
Yeah.
So all is well. All is well that ends well. Glad you made it out of there.
Yeah,
Glad nothing had to happen.
I'm glad you didn't have to make out with anybody you didn't want to.
Exactly.
Right?
No means no, right,
Yeah,
Brian?
exactly.
exactly.
No means no.
yeah, exactly.
So you should've
So-
yelled at
Yeah, you should have yelled that at him, man.
No words, no!
Have his face back.
Let me know, you pervert! No! Right,
Oh, and I
yeah.
also left my my credit card at the brewery.
Oh.
So did you just leave the brewery without paying your tab? That's my favorite part of the story right there. Brian just leaving the bar.
Waving to the bartender.
Like, no, you gotta come pay. You gotta. I'll see it. No,
But
no,
no,
not doing that.
Alright, never mind.
Were they nice to you the next day, or were they like?
Yeah,
dicks?
the guy was just like, well, we made you pay a tip. And I'm like, alright, well, that's fine.
yeah.
Oh man.
Only tip that was given that night.
Yeah. Lesson for all you people out there.
Yeah.
Anybody
Anyone.
feels like they can just take what they want, convince the opposite sex or the same sex of
Oh, yeah.
anything, doing anything
Okay.
that they don't want to do, you're wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No means no.
No, dude, in this situation was very fortunate that Brian's a good guy. Because if it was
Right.
somebody who was just not in the mood, I mean, not having it, there could have been some serious injuries and police could have been called. But luckily, all was handled well. It was a good night, and it made for a great story.
Yeah. I'm taking Brian and Laboure to Laboure's Casa
Yes,
that I
sir.
have not been to yet.
Yeah, we're about to check it out here. You see the horses over there just horsing it up?
Just horsing it up.
But in the meantime, thank y'all for hanging out and joining us for this story time. Doods Who Cruise. I'm Lab.
I'm Joe.
And that's Brian. And we will see y'all next time. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us and watching another episode of Doods Who Cruise. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit like down below.
And you can also check us out here on YouTube at Doods Who Cruise. You can check us out on Facebook at Doods Who Cruise. And give us a follow on Instagram at Doods Who Cruise 505. And check us out on Twitter at DWC 505.
Awesome. Thanks, dudes.
Thanks, dudes.
We'll see you next time.